Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I'm Barbara Bauer-Chen, Realtor with DeGraw Residential and Commercial Groups, and today I'm here with Menominey's Mayor, Randy Knaack. Thank you for joining me, Mayor.
Hi, Barbara. Good morning.
And just have a few questions for you today, Mayor. First of all, what has surprised you most while working in your role?
Well, I guess the biggest surprise was what great people we have working in Menominee. I was surprised at how well everybody's pulled together, and especially when times get tough, boy, everybody just really grabs a hold of rope and really pulls it in the same direction. So I think that was my biggest surprise. Going into the mayor's office, I was fed all this, these statements by people that say, "Oh my gosh, this is broken, that's broken, and everything else is broken." But once I got in here, the city's running very well. I was intrigued by that.
Awesome, perfect. And so, that leads us right into the next question as far as, what do you love about Menominee? I think you already kind of touched on, everybody's kind of working together. Are there other things you want to point out what you love about Menominee?
Well, I was born and raised here. I grew up on a farm just outside of town. So Menominee is my hometown and is where my heart is. The people are awesome here, and the city's just the right size. You don't really necessarily have traffic to deal with, and people are friendly, and you can get almost anything you need here from one end of town to the other. So it's just the right size community for me, and of course my roots are here also. So Menominee is my hometown, and I love Menominee.
Awesome. All right, sounds good. Do you have any advice to give aspiring leaders?
Well, absolutely. I think the biggest thing for people to do is get involved. If that's being involved in a 4-H club or a local church or local organization, nonprofits or whatever. I think the biggest thing we can do as a community is if everybody would get involved with something. Um, it doesn't have to be that you don't have to donate your entire life to anything, but just even going into the nursing homes, and that's one of the things I like doing is stopping into the nursing homes or assisted livings and entertain the people for a little bit, or bring a smile to their face, or just sit down and talk stories with them. It makes their day, and it actually helps make your day too. So that's one of my biggest things. I think if we could all just be a part of the city or the community that we're in, life would just get improve for everybody.
Yeah, definitely. That's what makes a community, right?
That is true, right? Exactly. It
Yeah.
could even be something simple like, coffee with a cop, or shopping with a cop, or, supporting, Integrity Auto does this big Christmas gift giveaway for those that can't have gifts, at Christmas time. And just to donate or take, gift items to those kinds of organizations, or be a part of Stepping Stones or the Lions Club or Fish and Game or the local Rotary, anything that's community orientated, I think everybody should be a part of it.
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like a plan. Oh, and then one last thing. What is the most memorable experience you've had while you've been mayor?
Most memorable. Well, I think a couple of times I had people that were really upset with something that they either had to deal with within the city of Menominee, or upset with somebody, their neighbor. And I can remember a time where a person was leaning over my desk, spitting tax at me for something that I had nothing to do with. But by the time we got done talking to them, they were settled down. We had talked about their parents, and I knew their parents and how we grew up together, and one thing led to another. And by the time we got done, we shook hands, and he thanked me for listening, and walked out with a smile on his face that he could actually come in and talk to somebody. So I think those kinds of experiences are the most memorable. Um, but Menominee's got a lot of great projects going on, with the trail over the interstate, the old railroad bridge, and the lake, the dredging of the Wolski's Bay. Now this will be the third dredging project. We finally get to dredge the big bay on Wolski's Bay, and my dream would be to, once that's dredged, to put that island to use. Maybe we could make it into a campground for kids, for youth organizations or church organizations, that type of thing. And kids could come out and kayak and fish and camp overnight, and give them all an outdoor experience. So that's one of the projects we're working on now. But just the flashing beacons down by the stadium, and we are so fortunate that we have a crew here, and I have an amazing city council that's really willing to work with me, and it just makes life a lot easier. And the mayor's office has been really good to me the last few years. So I'm really pleased with Menominee, the citizens of Menominee, and it's just a great town all in all. Some of the things that I do and enjoy is I get a chance sometimes to go and sing with a barbershop quartet. I sing in 2 quartets. One is called Chip's Barbershop Quartet out of Chippewa Falls and Eau Claire, and then a local quartet here called the Red Cedar Rousers. And we go entertain at the nursing homes and places like that, and bank banquets and so forth. So, but I grew up on the Mabel Tainer stage. I was Oliver when I was 10 and Tom Sawyer when I was 12. So got married on the stage. So the Mabel Tainer is got a piece of my heart, and so does the community of Menominee. And I appreciate Barbara too for what you do, and bringing news to people via social media is a great talent, and I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I really appreciate your time today. If thanks also everybody who's watching for joining us. If you or your business want to be featured on the website, please reach out to me today. And thanks, Mayor, again for your time, and we'll talk soon.
Everybody be safe. Thank you.